So, what do you do when you're completely addicted to a piece of content in RuneScape? You make it extremely hard for a cosmetic upgrade, of course. It is no surprise that I absolutely love TOA, and yes, I know I'm biased in that opinion. To me, I find it really customizable, challenging, and overall really rewarding to get good at it. In the last video, I completed 35 expert level raids, putting my total KC here at 139. And I've gotten 9 unique rolls in that time, one of which being the Tunic and Shadow. But there is something else that I want here, the Cursed Phalanx, or however you pronounce it. This is of course the highest reward offered at TOA, and to get it, a player has to complete a level 500 invocation raid, Deathless, and it turns your fang from this to this. Before I attempt this challenge, let's take a look back at the history I have at TOA. In episode 2 of this series, I locked myself to a full month of nothing but TOA runs, with almost no experience going into it. Back then, I started off with only 50 completions, 8 of which were entry mode, which is anything under 150 invocation, and the rest were normal, which is anything from 150 to 300. The goal for that video was to improve my skills enough to get to the expert level raids and to complete 100 KC there. During that time, I did set the added challenge of jumping up to the level 350 invocation for the Missouri's crafting kit, officially unlocking that piece of content to do with groups in the future according to my rules. In that episode, I was of course able to achieve my goals and pulled that legendary staff from that chest. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's no way. Oh my god. After that, I took about a 2-month break from raids before jumping back into it with the last video. My goal for the last video was to complete level 400 raids, since that's kind of the perfect level for grinding out uniques. This worked out really well for me, ending the video with 3 unique rolls being the Fang, another Missouri's Mask, and the Lightbearer, almost completing the collection lock for TOA. Today, I stepped back into the raid one more time to complete the last challenge, the 500 raid. For those new here, hello, my name's Nick, and I'm on a mission to improve my skills at RuneScape while hunting down some of the most expensive items in the game. Following 3 simple rules, I hope to grind my way into greatness. This is Getting Good at RuneScape. Picking up from the last episode, I am at 139 KC here, and after a quick warm up, it was time to start playing around with the invocations. At first, I really wanted to try to learn Akka with the Double Trouble invocation on, as I saw so many people complete 500s with this added mechanic. This invocation makes it so when the memory phase starts, you also have to dodge the orbs that spawn around you, and that did not go well for me. I spent way too many hours attempting to learn this before just completely dipping it and swapping invocations around. Another invocation I saw a lot of people doing was the combination of dehydration and no help needed. This paired with on a diet means the only solid way of healing during the raid is to use the yellow cares, which I'm lucky enough to have. This special attack costs 50 spec and 50 prayer points, but it does overheal the player in return, so that's another thing I have to get used to. Thankfully, I've learned almost all the cheese methods to each boss, and grabbing the power option both times to use the adrenaline to half the spec required, the first attempt wasn't that bad at all. With this newfound confidence, I bumped up the raid to 450 by adding the overly draining invocation on. I know a lot of people don't like this invocation, but I had to use a weird combination of invocations to get to 500 because I'm broke and I don't want to turn on hardcore. But Nick, you just got so much money from the last video and all these raids. Where's all the money going towards? Pretty much stupid stuff like getting 90 farming and rebuying all the supplies that I waste on fail attempts and getting new gear upgrades for the future like bagation boots. I really want to start collecting and keeping new items and new gear upgrades forever, especially with new bosses coming out like the new ones mentioned in Desert Treasure 2. Keep an eye out on the channel, a new video will be uploaded really soon regarding that. So let's get back to the raids. During my first 450 attempt, yeah, that did not go well. But I only needed one more attempt to get past Baba, and I did get that 450 completed. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Resourceful raider done. Let's go. Yes. Oh my god, I can't believe I got that done. And there's the remnant in the ornament kit to the ward that I don't have. Either way, it's done. I got it. Alright, it's time to finally start going for level 500s. During this time, I played around with the invocations a lot. The one that I was pretty much I'm sure I had to keep on was Pathfinder, which made all the bosses level 2 upon starting the raid. And for the last 10 points, I really struggled finding a good solution to it. I was constantly mixing around different invocations, but I did land on Keep Back for Akka. This was by far the easiest, the one to turn on. It was 10 points, and I know the butterfly method with the shadow, so in theory, I could completely skip this without having to deal with the invocation at all. But I'm not the best at butterflying, so even with all my experience in all these raids, it wasn't easy. For the next 3 days and over 20 attempts later, I finally settled on these invocations, and did this. Yes, yes! Oh my god, I did it! Holy sh! Oh my god! Oh my god, I did it! I can't tell you how many hours I threw into that. Oh my god, and the perfect amount of supplies. And there it is, 46 minutes and 23 level 500 attempts later, I finally got the ornament kit. After getting the kit, I really wanted to send some 400s just to test my luck at some purples, and I got 3 rings and 13 raids. So I'm beyond lucky in terms of drop rate, but I just kept getting the worst drop, which is fine. I'm beyond happy with the results of this grind. For a recap, I did complete 14 raids in total, getting the ornament kit for the Fang and 3 more light bearers added to my name for a total of 15.1 mil. As I release this video, the new Desert Treasure 2 quest has been released and I've already completed it, so I really hope to pump out a few videos next week showing my experience with the quest and of course grinding out those bosses, so be ready for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day and stay inspired. See you guys really soon.